If you own an LLC or you're thinking about owning an LLC, then you need to be aware of the changes that are coming in 2024. So back in January of 2021, there was this little thing that was passed called the Corporate Transparency Act. Now see, the whole purpose of this act was to help prevent money laundering. And so money laundering is where we take all of this illegally earned money. Now it can be through drugs, it can be through human trafficking or selling weapons and firearms to different entities. And then they take that illegal money and try to filter it through a legitimate business. And fun fact, money laundering actually became the term because during the 1920s and 1930s, the mafias, they were actually using laundromats to filter their money. So this act was really meant to help corporations be a lot more transparent, given the name Corporate Transparency Act. Well, why do you even care? Well, starting in 2024, if you own an LLC, you're gonna have to start reporting directly to FinCEN. FinCEN, F-I-N-C-E-N. This is actually the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Think of this as like the IRS's special agents, but they focus on financial crimes, which many people actually believe that the FBI handled a lot of those white-collar financial crimes. And although they do, many people are not aware of FinCEN's existence, but they're here, they're part of the government, and that's kind of their whole focus. So what does this new reporting requirement look like? Well, starting January 1st of 2024, you're gonna be required to submit a beneficial ownership information report. That's a mouthful, but basically all it says is, hey, look, whoever is the beneficial owner of this LLC, we need you to identify yourself. Now, for now, it's saying that they're only gonna be asking for 4 things. That's gonna be your name, your address, your birthday, and a unique identifying number, which will probably be found on your driver's license or some other form of a government ID. Now, here's the kicker though. It says that if you do not submit that report by whatever that deadline is, then you may receive a penalty of up to $500 a day until you file it. Now, I don't know about you, but $500 a day is a lot of money, right? That's some scratch. And now they are gonna cap it though. They say, $500 a day up to $10,000. But if you're on this channel, we're all pretty smart. We can do the math. And if we separate that out, $500 a day up to $10,000, that's only 20 days. 20 days can fly by. I mean, hell, how many of us kind of forget to make a payment on a subscription if it's not automated, right? And we have to pay it. Well, hell, we may forget 25 days down the road. And in just that blink of an eye, you can owe $10,000. Now, it's extremely important to note here. Let's say this $10,000 piles up and you decide that you don't want to pay it. Well, you could also face up to 2 years in jail simply for not filing this information. And let's all be honest here. I nerd out and I kind of dig into some of these things, but hell, if this wasn't public knowledge, which it isn't right now, many of us would have not known about this. And if this is your first time hearing about it, then go ahead and hit the like button and go ahead and subscribe. We might find some more stuff like this. So here's how it's going to play out. If you've already had an LLC formed prior to January 1st of 2024, well, they're actually going to give you 1 full year to actually file your LLC, right? So this will be all the way until January 1st of 2025. However, if you plan on starting an LLC after January 1st of 2024, then you only have 30 days to actually file this report. So be sure to start marking your calendars. Now, the next question that immediately came to my mind is, hey, look, man, if we're gonna be reporting all of this information, does that now remove our anonymity? Can people now search our LLC and find us directly when potentially the whole purpose of us starting an LLC was to have that barrier? And the answer is, as of right now, we will still have our privacy. So what FinCEN is saying is essentially they're going to collect that data and use that information to have the transparency, but they're gonna all keep it in-house. As of right now, they're not intending to actually publish this publicly. So for all the entrepreneurs out there like myself, who is worrying about if our veil of protection is gonna be uncovered, as of right now, the answer is no. The biggest takeaway is that it's not gonna be as easy now for us to launder money through our real estate. I didn't say that. I'm kidding around. But in all seriousness, guys, anytime that these changes come into place, it's important that we understand it. And if we're not digging into some of these changes as business owners, then we can be caught blindsided. Now, luckily, most of us who are in existence now, again, we'll have that full year for it to come to our knowledge and come to our whereabouts. But if it was only 30 days and we didn't know, we could be blindsided with $10,000 worth of a penalty. So let me know in the comments below if this is the first time that you heard about this, or if you have any more insight, share it with us all. And since you guys already subscribed earlier in the video, I'll see you next time.